Ladies and gentlemen, y'all been waiting for it. It's the 100th video special. And here's the host, the guy who uploads dozens of videos. I give you the new time travel Hyman, 88!
Thank you so very much, you guys. Oh, there you go, there you go. Oh, thank you. Settle down, folks. Hello, everyone. That's right. You know what time it is. That's right. Finally, it's video number 100. Oh my goodness gracious, you guys. I am so thrilled. Welcome to this video special. I'm your host, the new Time Travel Hyman 88, also known as Justin Hyman. And boy, we have an excellent show for you guys tonight. And before we begin, I just want to say thank you guys for subscribing to my channel. It is a big contribution to all of us. I have the privilege. And here's the people, the shout outs I'm going to give to you. They're the peoples are Karate Fan 283, the Dog Boy 112, the Jam Man 1988, Andre Grindle, Blakey Boy is Cool, Jedi Master Horton, Shauna Day, Fusion Fall 550, Mr. Oz Video 1985, Tesla Coils, Hooniverse Reviewniverse, Tyler's TriStar 2 is back, Tom Payne, Harry Williams, Michael Allen, C-Man 1512, and 7 Supergirls. Thank you all so very much for the shout out. Thank you all you guys for subscribing to my channel. This really means a lot. And yeah, I'm really thrilled. Now let's get on to this week's review, shall we? Okay, guys. Now you guys voted. Time to find out who is the number one in my review. Will it be Doctor Who, The Daemons, The Adventures of Rocky and Bullwinkle, Monsters Incorporated, and Hook? And the winner, with 5 votes, I give you Doctor Who, The Daemons. Yes, Doctor Who, The Daemons is the winner. And yes, this is a very, very particular, the best story ever. Great adventure. I really love it. This 5-part adventure originally transmitted on May 22nd through June 19th, 1971. Absolute brilliant story. The plot begins in the village of a Devil's Inn. An archaeologist dig is excavating the famous Devil's Hump, a Bronze Age burial mound. The dig is being covered by the BBC Three. A local white witch, Olive Hawthorne, arrived to protest, warning of great evil, and coming of the horned beast. She is dismissed as a crank. Watching this, the doctor tells Joe that Miss Hawthorne is right. The dig must be stopped, and they go there. Miss Hawthorne goes to see the new vicar, Reverend Magister. The Magister is the Latin word for the master. Try to assure her that her fears is unfounded, but this hypnotized fails to overcome her wills. Backed by a group of followers, the master is conducted ceremony in a cavern below the church to summon up a force of evil. The doctor and Joe reach the mound, and the doctor rush inside to stop the dig, but is too late. The tomb door opens with icy gush of winds rush out, and the ground began to shake, toppling the camera and crew, even the covens of the catacombs. The master laughs triumphantly and calls the eternal name Azil. The eyes of the gargoyle balk, flares with a reddish glow. Joe enters the mound to find Horner and the doctor, motionless, covered with frost. Back at unit, Captain Mike Yates and Sergeant Benton were watching the end of the broadcast as it went dead. In the morning, they arrived at the village just as a heat wave engulfs the village. The brigadier finds himself unable to enter the village as a barrier surrounding it caused anything trying to enter the heat up and burst into flames. He contacts Yates and briefly on the situation while the doctor and Joe returned to the dig where they found a small spaceship in a mount which has been condensed for this. The doctor realized that the master is trying to conjure up an ancient and all-powerful demon who is seen on Earth to be the devil, but actually an alien. The doctor explains that the demon has influenced Earth throughout his history, becoming human myth, and sees the planet as a giant experiment. The master has called the demon up once, and right now it is so small to be invisible. The third summon, however, could signal the aim of the experiment and the world. The master summons up the Azil again and demands he will give him the powers that is his right, but Azil warns him that he is not the master's servant. Azil also sensed that the presence of another like master and wants to speak to the doctor to see if he is worthy to take over the world. Azil said on his third appearances he will decide if Earth deserves to continue existing. If so, he will give it to the master. Azil then vanished into another heat wave. The doctor returned to the village. However, the master agents are at work and is soon captured by the mob of villagers and tied up into a maypole and about to be burned alive. With the help of Miss Hawthorne and Benton, as he escapes, Joe and Yates, meanwhile, have returned to the church cabin and watched the master gather his covens to the summer Azil. One last time, Joe tried to interrupt the ritual, but is too late. With another rush of heat, Azil manifests himself, and Joe and Yates are taken prisoner as Joe is prepared as sacrifice to Israel. The brigadier managed to get through the heat barrier and enter the village. The doctor managed to avoid Balk, who is guarding the church, and gets into the cavern where the master expected him. Outside, unit troops are held back by Balk. The doctor and master both tried to appeal to Azil, but for opposite reason. The huge devil-like figure decides to give his power to the master and fires electrically at the doctor to kill him. However, Joe steps in front of the doctor, asking Azil to kill her instead. This act of self-sacrifice does not make sense to Azil, and the confusion sends him into the confused range. The doctor tells everyone to flee the church, with the Bach also renders motionless. Azil erupts and the whole church is blown up. The master tries to escape but is captured by unit troops taken away. The doctor, Joe, and Miss Hawthorne, the unit team, join the villager for a May Day celebration. Wow. This is a great, fantastic story. I really love this episode. Anyway, let's get on to the features. Now, here's the still pictures from the story. On the DVD commentaries, we have audio commentary by Katie Manley, Joe Graham, Richard Franklin, Demarius Heyman, director Christopher Barry, The Devil Rides Out, Remembering Barry Letts, touching tribute. Location films, 1992 colorization tests, Tomorrow's World, full of galleries and so forth. Here's Disc 1 for the Damons and Disc 2. I love this cover. It's very nice. And next you have the doctors being tied up, the master, and here's the demon-like figure right here in this picture. This story is originally transmitted in color, the 5-part adventure of the story. Unfortunately, episodes 1, 2, 3, and 5 were just wiped and destroyed. Then, in 1977, all 5 episodes were survived as 16mm black and white film recordings from overseas, except episode 4. Then, in 1978, a colorized version was released, distributed United States off-air by Time Life Syndication on PBS. This 5-part adventure, The Damons, was later rebroadcast on BBC Two on November 18th through December 21st, 1992. I'd like to think the restoration team did a heck of a job. Well, I hope you like this video special, and there's more to come. And for part 2, make sure if you like this video special, rate, comment, and subscribe. And remember, if you want to see more of my video special and other YouTube videos on my channel, go ahead to subscribe to my channel. You'll be glad you did. This is the new Time Travel Jaime 88 saying so long.